Do you ever have the experience where something happens and it's not what you want to have happen in that moment? I do not want this to be
No.
happening. And then you have thoughts about how you don't want this to be happening. What do you do in those moments?
Well, after sulking, pouting, complaining, or whatever else I do, I get quiet. As best I can, I just drop thought. I don't try to get a better thought. I don't try to have a different thought. I just tap back to the space before thought or underneath thought. Sometimes I experience it that way. And when it comes back into form, when it starts looking like something again, it's invariably kinder, it's invariably gentler. And if there is something to do about it, I invariably know what to do.
How do you do that? How do you drop thinking?
Well, interestingly, we do it all the time. So it's not a special skill. It's just that we don't realize we can just do it because we want to. We don't have to be distracted in order to drop thought. And one of the things that I find is very helpful for me is I love listening to sound. Even background noise does it. I have found that I can't really listen and think at the same time. And so that's one of the things that gets me there. I'm very familiar with the feeling of quiet. And so it doesn't usually take long for me to find my way back to that feeling. But there isn't a singular practice I have. I just kind of know that away. Like my bread is buttered that away, not in trying to figure it out, but in dropping underneath it.
I know you're saying it's not a special skill, and yet a lot of people find, even people who have said, I'm going to start a meditation practice so I can discover how to drop thought. Oh, I'm thinking all the time. It's not necessarily intuitively obvious to everybody how to do that.
Yeah, and I know for me, when I tried for many years to maintain a meditation practice, I struggled tremendously because the very way it was set up in my mind was me versus thinking, and thinking won most of the time. So I don't have a pat answer for you, but I'm very aware that quiet is natural. It's not an achievement. It's where I am until I start talking to myself or daydreaming or doing things with my mind. Somehow, when it stopped looking like I was trying to get somewhere and started feeling like just stop noising yourself up, it just was different for me after that.
And one of the things you said that I thought was really interesting is that when you drop whatever narrative has occurred, I'm going to complain and pout and etc., the things that we humans
Yeah.
do, when you drop it and you find that natural quiet, that when you emerge from that space, you emerge different,
Mm.
resourceful. What happens when you emerge and you just pick it back up? Like, I'm just going to pick that story right back up. You know, it was a good story and we're going to keep going here.
Well, then I make a mess that I have to clean up later. That happens too sometimes. But it's no big deal to me that that happens sometimes. My whole life was a quest for perfection. I loved all of it, but it also kept me continually discontented and continually striving for something other than this. And what I came to realize is this is great. Just this. This is everything I've always been looking for.